I knew you would keep your promise after all. I'm sure you've barely been able—
So, where is your proof?
Ah, how wonderful. Everyone's keeping their promises today.
Oh, you wouldn't believe what we had to go through to get our hands on this stuff.
Hand them to Sarah. She can examine them for herself.
What is this? I see this document bears the official seal of the head of the Kujo clan, and it doesn't look like a forgery. I don't understand. Not a single word about the resistance, Sangonomiya, or the situation on the front line. What about the soldiers who gave their lives on the front line, or the hardship endured by the people? Do they deserve no mention? Utter disregard for human life. Why would they want to hide it?
For the sake of the Vision Hunt decree, of course. Don't you think the Shogun might reconsider her policy if all of the things you just mentioned appeared in this report?
So, the Tenryou Commission, they are deliberately deceiving the Shogun?
Yes. Now, who else do you think might be benefiting from the Vision Hunt decree?
This is a letter from the Tenryou Commission to the Fatui. The head of the Kujo clan kept this a secret from the Shogun, too.
Well, the things you wanted to see but also wished not to see are here before you. Surely, you aren't planning to turn a blind eye to them?
So everything I've ever held on to, it's all... How could they? Ugh! This betrayal is unforgivable! Takayuki, you've got some explaining to do!
Kujo-Sara seems pretty angry, huh? Looks like our Tenryou rebellion is successfully underway. Yep.
Hold on, traveler. There's...
Huh?
Last time you entered the plane of Euthymia, it was in front of the statue of the omnipresent god. You must find a way to recreate this. If you can get the Raiden Shogun to open her heart to you once more before the statue of the omnipresent god, you will have the opportunity. Take this with you as a farewell gift.
What is it?
The omamori from the Grand Narukami Shrine are very potent indeed. I thought I'd put one aside for you. If you find yourself at your wit's end, take it out and see what happens. Maybe your prayers will be answered and all your or if you ever think about me during your journey, take it out, won't you? Who knows? Maybe I'll just end up appearing right in front of you.
Cut it out, Fox Lady. This isn't the time or place to be...
I'm sorry. Well then, time for you to face my hopeless fool of a friend. I'm counting on you.
You followed me here? Since you are a witness, I suppose I can shield you, but if it turns out that you have been
Apologies, ma'am. Orders from the top. No one is allowed to enter.
Out of my way! I need to speak to him. I won't tell you twice.
Booba, get them!
Withdraw.
Soldiers!
Draw.
Scatter! Stand with me!
I won't forget this.
Brace yourself.
Dissipate!
Be still. Watch your step. I dare you. Battle formation. Kamisato on.
I'll settle
Don't hold back.
Propagate! Stand with me!
Nice and spicy.
Be still. Bested.
Stop! Sarah, have you gone insane?
Master,
Go on, ask him. Don't.
Master Takayuki, I've seen the report to the...
So this is how my
Should I take your words to mean that these documents were not forgeries? They were really penned by your own hand. Please tell me, Master...
Yes, I have dealings with the diplomats from Snezhnaya promised a very generous reward indeed. And all they requested of me, for too long the Kujo clan's position has been coveted by so many. So, it appeared to me to be an excellent deal. I simply saw no need to inform you, Sarah.
But you worship the Shogun.
Betrayal! The Fatui may think they are using me. But the reverse is true. When the lightning strikes in Inazuma, they shall fall to their knees. After all, none can contend with the supreme power of the almighty Raiden Shogun and the Muso no Hitotachi.
Yeah, he doesn't worship the Raiden Shogun herself, but her power as a warrior, especially the Muso no Hitotachi.
But Master, ever since I was adopted by the... But it's clear to me now that you hypocrite...
Selfishness.
Hate to say it, but his ego is getting in the way.
I've doubted that, but I chose to obey. But now I realize, so I'm going to tell the Shogun the truth about all this.
Stubborn and report to the Shogun if you so wish. The Shogun is at Tenshukaku receiving a Snezhnayan diplomat. A harbinger.
Senor is the one behind all this? Way back in Rito, Lady Hiragi said something about the Kanjo Commissioner meeting with an arrogant-sounding woman.
A diplomat from Snezhnaya. Well,
Sarah stormed off! Do you think you can say that? All right then, let's...
The way people charge in here as they please. So uncivilized. If I didn't know this was Tenshukaku, I might have mistaken it for some kind of... Have you learned your lesson now?
Oh no! What has she done to Kujo-Sara?
The right to punish Inazumans for their crimes is mine alone. Not yours, Signora.
Then I apologize, Almighty Shogun. I know. You can't get me out of your mind. Don't go thinking I'm surprised to see you here. I'm well aware that you hate me, with the way you follow me around like a dark shadow. Ah, so you came to expose my crimes and... I'm just a Snezhnayan diplomat. I'm afraid I have no idea what you're talking about.
She doesn't take us seriously at all!
Stop talking about people and things that I care nothing about. They were nobodies to begin with, and their names will be forgotten. Is that not the greatest honor they could hope for? Almighty Shogun. That's ancient history. The Tsaritsa's dream is the noblest and purest thing in all the world. These other mundane details you insist on mentioning? You stop me? For what it's worth, I've grown tired of... Before you go saying something you can't take back, remember that you're Inazuma's most wanted criminal. Charging into Tenshukaku uninvited and lecturing me in front of the Shogun wasn't the brightest move. I'm not sure you realize quite how much distance there is between us, both in status.
I challenge you to a duel before the throne.
Proceed.
My, you're full of surprise. I'll admit that I never... You are aware.
Traveler?
A lesson on harbinger power and elegance? As you wish.
Escape! Be still.
Scatter!
Detestable!
Our bond is strong!
Boba, get them! Eat this!
You've got some nerve laying your hands on me! Harbinger power has become burdensome. I will manifest my destiny anew. Await my emergence and tremble, traveler! You have reason to be afraid. The pale flame smolders! The Tsaritsa's benevolence has no place for transgressors!
Dissipate!
Pale flame, lay waste to frozen shell and witness my suffering! In fires of sin and retribution, your soul will be incinerated! Immolation! A cherished agony. Do you feel it? Dance, my pretties!
Our bond is strong.
Not every wound will heal.
Race you!
Not even ashes will remain.
I may have overestimated myself.
Who dares call me a witch? Dissipate! Come, put up a fight!
Boba, get them!
Cascade. Kamisato on. Suyu.
Not every wound will heal.
Springboard! Out of my way! Our bond is strong. At the frying pan, it's Boba! Shatter! Dissipate! Nice and spicy!
Who dares call me a witch? So strong, but how? I am a Snezhnayan diplomat. You know what happens if you lay a finger on me, swear. If you strike me, I will make sure. The Fatui will make sure that your precious Inazuma... Stop! I order you! And you! Filthy rats! All of you!
You are the enemy of eternity. But as the victor, I acknowledge your honor. Therefore, I shall allow you to leave Tenshukaku alive.
The Raiden Shogun isn't gonna let us off just like that, right? Oh, the air feels suffocating. It must be the Raiden Shogun's almightiness. One strike from the Shogun and now Senora is gone. She got what she deserved, but Paimon still can't help but feel upset. Why are they doing it? Why are the Harbingers collecting all the no-seeds? Huh? Traveler, you got a headache? Chin up. Let's get out of this place. Paimon feels unsettled. Also, when the Shogun executed Senora with the Muso no Hitotachi, it was unbelievably powerful. It seems impossible impossible to defend against. And if so, we've got no hope whatsoever of defeating her in combat. So, to recap, Yaimiko wants us to go back inside the plane of Euthymia by the statue of the omnipresent god. Oh, but we'll be like lambs to the slaughter, won't we? Oh, maybe we could put this plan on hold for a while? There's the sound of electro zapping in the air. Paimon can barely breathe. Traveler, are you okay? You're so silent. Sounds like there's a lot of noise coming from outside Tenshikaku. Has a fight broken out or something? Oh, the guards seem really nervous. Well, let's go see what the situation is, shall we?
There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow.
So we meet again. Indulge my curiosity. What is the reason that I find you standing here before me once again? Do you hope your foolhardiness will shelter those people? Or was it simply a means of seeking an audience with me? Oh? Surely you didn't rouse me from my state of eternal meditation only to tell... If so, then you underestimate me. I am quite well informed about the vision hunt. Not so. Only everything that pertains to eternity. The vision hunt decree has my tacit approval. The Fatui's actions thus far do not constitute a threat to eternity. Otherwise, their individual ambition is inherently incompatible with eternity. What you might not realize is that all too often, people have far more to lose by chasing their dreams. Consider this. No one will lose their life on account of having their vision taken away. Rather, those who have lost their lives are the ones who insisted on pursuing their own aspirations. Traveler, your existence is unique in my eyes. There seems to be limitless uncertainty in you, to put it another way. So, I won't insist that you comprehend the meaning of my actions. What matters is that I tread the path of eternity on my people's... That's right. Huh. I'm surprised you understand it so well. Anyway, you're looking for a chance to shake my will, aren't you? So be it. Well then, You who... Your arrival has brought a deafening static. Inferior.
Scatter!
Inferior.
Right hand into the fire!
Inferior.
You're toast!
Be still. I may have overestimated myself.
Our bond is strong!
Lightning falls on the land of eternity.
Just you wait! Propagate! Racing! Lola, get them!
That's for Cascade.
Strike dead.
The devil's back.
Inferior.
Dissipate!
Instabilities will be removed. Strike dead.
Scatter!
I will mold you into the foundations of eternity. You are an enemy that requires special attention.
This is getting interesting.
Dear me, aren't you cutting it rather close?
Miko, this was your doing?
Now. Don't forget who taught you how to place your consciousness in objects. Surely you don't think your ambition alone is enough to shake A's will, do you? Though you alone are here, they too have ambitions, which they long since entrusted to you. Now then, close your eyes.
We can abolish the Vision Hunt Decree.
All will be severed. This one, a fleeting shadow.
Kamisato Suyu.
Stand with me!
All desire can be broken.
Be still. That's far.
This one, a fleeting shadow.
Mind the deluge.
Eat this!
All will be severed.
Our bond is strong!
Cascade.
Terminate!
This way, a fleeting shadow.
Nice and spicy!
You've lost, eh?
Yes, I have.
Why can you not trust your people? And in the power of their... These ambitions have transcended space and time. They are something that no one can snuff out. Is this the lesson you learned from your journey in Liyue? There are nations where humans cast their god aside and stride so are we to just abandon the notion of progress for the sake of wishful thinking?
You and I have both witnessed the great loss that progress can bring. Eternity. When lightning flashes, it casts a shadow. My name means shadow. With my blade, I purged all obstacles to progress. And yet, something was lost with each step forward. In the end, I even lost her. The tales are still retold in the shade of every Thunder Sakura. But the wounds left on our nation by that terrible loss still ache. Never stop searching, even if only for a brief flash of light. If nothing else, we have the present moment. She said that once. But I've seen a nation stride forward and lose everything to the heavenly principles. Perhaps only if time stands still will the lightning's glow never fade. The present moment is a fragile illusion. Only eternity can bring us closer to the heavenly principles. I am no longer the shadow. Mine is the most supreme and noble form. Let power over the realm be vested within me. In this form shall I honor my subjects' dream, for a land of eternity, unchanging forevermore.
The heavenly principles. Irrelevant nonsense as far as I'm concerned. When all's said and done, all you really want is to protect your beloved Inazuma forever and ever. Isn't that right? But is this nation worth existing for eternity? Stripped of ambitions, stripped of the potential for change. It does nothing. I wonder what loss would it really be to anyone if such a nation were destroyed?
Miko, retract your words. Never changing eternity is the promise I made to my people.
But what your people need from you is not your promises. They want your attention. Your divine gaze.
You mean humans have a lifespan of barely 100 years? They cannot, but I have experienced it all. That is why...
But eternity is far too cruel a fate for you, eh?
For me?
Not only have you stopped paying attention to the world, but it must have been terribly lonely here, all alone, for centuries on end.
But it is necessary.
You will miss much by refusing progress. You seek to prevent loss, but have you considered you are obviously lonely? And yet, for the sake of eternity, you choose to tell me this. Why is the sky here that this is your plane of euthymia? It's your... So it can only mean that you are happy to see me again. You have found the loneliness But I have so much to say to you.
How long will that...
As a Fox envoy, I have an excellent memory. I recall every detail of the last few centuries with perfect, so it will probably take me another few centuries to relay it to you.
Miko, I never thought I would have the chance to meet with you like this. Seeing you again is a change to eternity.
Since you are willing to admit that.
What a childish conversation this is. Anyway, now that I have been defeated by you and your plan, but with regards to eternity and the question of whether this nation should move forward,
You are the one who's been acting. As promised, the Raiden Shogun abolished the Vision Hunt Decree. Finally, her people's wishes penetrated her locked heart. Beyond the plane of Euthymia, she saw what eternity means in the eyes of the world. When one's fervent ambition burns brightly, the gods will cast their gaze upon you. Some ambitions have the power to heal wounds, to bring victory, to inspire hope. But some ambitions outlive their masters long after the soul ascends. They remain as they were in the beginning. Burning bright and true for all eternity.
So what did you guys do in the Raiden Shogun's plane? Is the Vision Hunt Decree abolished? Oh, gotcha. Paimon was super... So, maybe the reason Yae Miko is looking for us now is because she wants to thank us.
Why, hello, if it isn't the triumphant traveler. And why might you be visiting the shrine?
You literally told us to come meet you here!
I was...
Seems like someone's in a pretty good...
Mm-hmm. Catching up with an old friend I hadn't seen in years was truly... By the way, I heard that you had a duel before the throne, with a Fatui Harbinger no less. Courageous and astute. I must say, I am most impressed. Defeating Signora head-on in a duel. Still, you did end up victorious. I gather congratulations.
Sure feels good to finally... They caused plenty of trouble along the way, but at the very least, they didn't get their...
Wait a second. Did you say gnosis? As in, the little thing that looks something like a chess piece?
Yep, that's the one. You...
Oh,
What's wrong?
I handed that over.
You did what now?
Well, how else was I supposed to save your skin from the Balladeer exactly? The Balladeer is number 6 of the Fatui Harbingers. In terms of strength, he is superior to... I'm not the kind of person who risks life and limb for any old reason.
You did...
After A created her puppet vessel, she no longer... As her erstwhile closest friend, A handed it over to me. and I've kept it in the Grand. She no longer needs the power of the Gnosis, and in any case, she tells me she has severed ties with Celestia. Thus, the Gnosis became not only useless, but also a potential source of conflict. Is that not a good bargain, exchanging it for the one at the core of the plan? Judging by the results, at least, I dare say I struck a good deal.
When you put it like that, Paimon has to agree. The Traveler is worth more than a Gnosis. Well, what's done is done, and Paimon hardly thinks we'll be getting it back now. Let's leave the past in the past. Anyway, you still haven't told us why you called us here today.
It was built with technology that has been lost. It's to thank you. That puppet was...
Really?
You intend to travel all over Teyvat, and the time has come for the Inazuma leg of your trip to... As a mark of my gratitude, I will answer any question... What would you like to know about? That puppet was built with technology that has been lost to time. Perhaps still... There is one other thing on this topic. Before A began modifying her own godly form, she took it upon herself to create...
So, you mean there are...
No. The prototype was merely a proof of concept. Its appearance and intellect were not... The original plan was for A to simply discard it. But perhaps A thought this to be too cruel. Later, this puppet wandered Inazuma as an ordinary human male with his own consciousness.
Ugh!
Some eccentric geniuses in the ranks of the Fatui made adjustments to the prototype, not only unsealing his power, but very likely rendering... The object of divine creation is now the one who has taken possession of the Gnosis. And the prototype pup...
What the...
It is, isn't it? Who can say whether it's coincidence or destiny? Sorry, I haven't a clue. But if you still have doubts about A, not only does she not fit your description, but she voluntarily gave up. That's good to hear.
Don't worry, we aren't looking...
As for your brother's whereabouts, I will use all the resources at my disposal to investigate. I'll let you know if I find out anything. After leaving Inazuma...
Ooh, Sumeru!
Yes, well... Sumeru is the land of the... But their obsession gives rise to some... In Sumeru, knowledge is holistically
Knowledge?
Yes.
Lesser Lord Kusan...
Oh, you haven't heard. Lesser Lord Kusanali is the deity in whom the people of Sumeru place their faith. I'm sure you must have some things to discuss with her, too. I wish you all the best. I'm surprised an outlander like you is aware that there was once a change of Electro Archon.
Morat's told us. He said...
Yes. The truth of the matter is that there were two twin gods, Baal and Beelzebul.
Twin god?
They won the Archon War together, and when Baal established the shogunate, Beelzebul became her Kagemusha, or Shadow Warrior. Beelzebul is A, with whom we are now both acquainted. Baal, as far as the world was aware, there were not two, but one. They complemented each other, and they ruled Inazuma. In fact, the name Baal and the title of Raiden Shogun was understood to refer...
Until what?
Makoto died several hundred years ago in a war that I was not personally involved in. Since then...
Losing her sister must have been super hard on A.
That was when A began to change.
Paimon feels like she understands A a lot better now.
I didn't spend a great deal of time with her, but my impression was... she was a
Wow.
Are you sure? Keep it safe. There was me thinking that you might hang it around your neck to show off to the world, telling everyone who inquired that it was given to you by none other than Yae Miko, the wise and beautiful.
Who in their right mind would do that?
I gather congratulations. Okay, I'll stop. Now, a question for you. Traveler, what is your ambition? Something like a chess piece.
Yep, that's the one. You've seen one too? Gnosis belong to the Seven. They're what keep them connected to Celestia.
Oh.
What's wrong?
Of strength. The Balladeer is number 6 of the Fatui Harbingers. In terms of strength, he is superior to Signora. I'm not the kind of person who risks life and limb for any old reason. I see. But that is merely a small goal, based on your ambition should be something that transcends the world below and the starry sky above. Perhaps the reason you do not possess a vision is that such an ambition has yet to be engendered. Continue on your journey, and maybe that moment will come.
By the protection of the Electro Archive, may the blossoms of the sacred Sakura bloom eternally. What?
Ah, traveler.
Hey, Catherine! Got any new commissions for us today?
I went to the shrine to draw a fortune slip earlier.
Catherine? Drawing fortune slips at the shrine? Wait, no, that's not the unusual part. We're in Liyue. You went to Inazuma.
Even I have a private life, you know.
Okay, so when you say unexpected reunion, you mean running into us, right?
Who can say?
Fair enough. Even though we see each other pretty much every day. Wait, are you saying? Oh, Paimon. Fingers crossed we find him.
I'm sorry. Did I say something I shouldn't have?
Oh, it's nothing. Anyway, back to business. Do you...
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. This one is from a miner.
Really? Does this mean the chasm's not sealed off anymore?
I will leave the requester to fill you in on all the relevant details. His name is Yue Hui, and he should be at the chasm right now.
All right then. Thanks, Catherine. We'll head there right...
Very well. blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Long sword in hand and the world at my
I only wish life could be as leisurely as...
Should I save this? Cascade. Oh, so you collect these?
Stand with me! The insolent
Be
shall
still.
be punished.
Cascade.
Partner fool, be gone! Dissipate! Out of my sight! Stand with me! Winter shall eventually come.
traveler.
Hey, Catherine!
I went to the shrine to...
Catherine? Wait, no! Okay, so we...
Who can say?
Fair enough. Even though we see each other... Wait! Fingers crossed we find...
I'm sorry. Did I say...
Oh, it's nothing. Anyway...
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. This one is from a miner.
Really? Does this mean that...
I will leave the requester to fill you in on all the...
All right then. Thanks, Catherine!
Very well.
Hi there! You
Ah, great. Good to meet you. Wait a second. You look kind of familiar. Are you a famous all right then.
Seriously? They actually give permits?
Yes, but something...
Really?
So, while one of the miners was on a break, he suddenly noticed a few hilly trolls walking. They walked right after that. The miner started observing...
Are they hilly?
Not likely. He's never seen any of them. It seems to be a one-way trip. And it seems to be happening more and more. What are these hilly trolls up to? These are the kinds of thoughts going...
Paimon's not surprised.
Exactly.
Do we really want to take this commission? Hey! You can at least pretend to consider... Oh, so that's where you'll really regret it if you...
So...
Yep. Well...
Ah, great.
I still have documents.
What the... It's a city? A whole city that's floating in the air! Upside down? Just look at this place. Doesn't it remind you... Wait, what was it again? Yes, that's it! It's just like that. Just in which case, maybe whatever's going on in the cat... Oh, we gotta get to... Oh?
The feeling is mutual. I certainly hadn't expected to meet you.
Long time no see, Dane. Wait,
The chasm? So we're in the depths of the chasm, are we? Interesting. This is one place where I have never set foot before. I understand how you must feel. Last time we met suddenly, and now our paths cross again. Fate, it seems, owes you an explanation. That much should be self-explanatory. I came upon the trail of another Abyss Herald recently and began pursuing it. Unfortunately, I got as far as cornering him before he resorted to the same trick that they all do. I was hot on his heels when I followed him through the portal, but as usual, it was to no avail. It took me to the wrong place. Correct. Based on my recent experiences, I can only conclude that the Abyss's portals are not simply pathways from point A to point B, but gateway. Where they emerge on the other side is their choice.
Sounds kinda similar to how teleport waypoints work.
In short, though I was right behind your twin last time when I entered that portal, the next moment that I realized where I was all alone. Back in the ruins known as Storm Terrors.
Oh yeah, about that. Whatever happened to the Eye of the First Field Tiller?
It's in a safe place. You can be sure that I will learn the truth of the Loom of Fate operation sooner than it could ever fall into the Abyss Order's hands. Huh. So that tight I by no means went out of my way to conceal it from you. It once stood for the glory of It is but a cruel joke. Twilight Sword was my title as captain of the Royal Guards when I witnessed the destruction of my entire homeland firsthand. I believe my reluctance to raise it in...
Sounds like your brother was right.
We were travel partners. We both partook in a painful journey of searching for our fate. But regrettably, we did not make it to the journey's end together. Before you continue questioning me, if my suspicions regarding the portal network are correct, then the fact that there is a portal leading here tells us that the Abyss Order has their eyes on this location.
You mean the Abyss Order is plotting something here? Actually, Paimon and the Traveler suspected that too.
I mean that it's highly likely that even as we speak, the Abyss Order is watching our every move.
Don't say that! You're giving Paimon goose...
A wise choice.
There are signs of hilly-churl activity.
Requester? In fact, hold on. You still haven't told me what you're doing here.
We took a commission from the Adventurers Guild to investigate the chasm, and now it looks like we finally found our first clue.
Do you want the answer?
Huh? You mean...
As it happens, I do. It's understandable that you did not perceive anything unusual. What makes the environment here weakens the effect of the curse.
The curse? Oh, Paimon remembers. Last time you guys were saying that
For centuries, I have suffered daily from the curse that was laid upon me. But here, I suddenly feel a small amount of relief from this suffering. And right here, right now, I can feel my body sending a strong message to...
So, this place weakens the curse? That's pretty...
That I shall need to investigate. But to the best of my knowledge, the Abyss Order does not have the technology to achieve this. Indeed. Do you know why Hilichurls wear masks? It's to hide their appearance, lest they catch sight of their reflection in a body of water. Compared to how they remember themselves, it is a terrible sight to behold. One that causes them great The curse of immortality denies death to those afflicted with it. And yet, it does not truly mean that they will never...
So, you mean, there's a way to undo...
No. I mean that the body and soul will continue to be eroded until they are virtually non-existent. Even if death is... When the Hilichurls realize that the end is nigh for them, it seems their instinct is to seek out a calm and dark corner of the world in which to finally say goodbye to the centuries of suffering they have endured. And of all the places they could lay down to rest, one that can ease the effects of their curse would surely be their first choice.
Wow.
Conversation's over. Brace.
What is it?
We're under attack.
Our bond is strong.
Cascade.
What were those? And
Black Serpent Knights. They once belonged to the Royal Guard of Canria.
wait a second. Royal Guard?
Yes, they were. But now,
Because they've become pawns of the Abyss now?
let's continue on.
Wait, Dane!
Seems we missed one. Wait, stand down. It's...
What the heck? What was going on?
How is this possible? How could he have retained self-awareness for 500 years without it? But more importantly, why did he seem so familiar? That would be a miraculous outcome indeed for a cataclysm that brought total doom and destruction. We should press onward to the city.
Looks like there's a strange energy surrounding the city. Guess there should be a mechanism or something around here, right?
Don't waste your time.
Huh?
Canria's technology, abyssal power. Two things I couldn't be more familiar with. They're just...
Okay, so the Abyss Order really is trying to hide. Dan seems like he really understands what's going on here. No wonder the Abyss Order doesn't want him around.
Not necessarily. The closer we draw, the more I am inclined to conclude that these ruins belong to a more ancient civilization still. The Abyss Order simply got to them before anyone else.
Even older than Kanria? Whoa.
That said, the architecture here does somewhat resemble that of Canria. Let's head toward the light over there. Mind your footing on the way ahead. It's a long way down.
But is this where they're based? Or wait, are they guarding something here?
We are likely drawing near to whatever the Abyss Order is trying to hide.
Propagate!
Cascade. The depths beckon.
Scatter!
Be still.
No one! Hey, look! Vines! You should be able to climb up, right? behind them.
Hold on. I think they...
Ah! They're coming! Quick, get them!
Propagate! Ah! I'll settle this.
Mind the deluge.
Dead with me!
That was the last of them. Now, let's see what it was they were trying to hide.
Bond is strong!
Huh?
So, the Black Serpent Knights have nothing to do with the Abyss Order's secret.
So, what exactly is...
As I said, for these hilly churls, the end is nigh. They have grown old and fearful of the light.
But why would the Black Serpent not... More of them are It's him! The guy that came out of nowhere! And now they're retreating!
Halfdan?
Whoa, whoa!
Could it be? If it's as I suspect, then this is a
Bane?
You want to know why they were gathered here guarding the hilly It's because as far as the Black Serpent Knights are concerned, they're simply the one who ordered them to retreat just now. I suddenly recognized him. I knew him as a young man, an elite in the Royal Guard.
So, he's from...
To this day, I still remember the final orders I, the Twilight Sword, gave to Halfdan on the day of disaster and inform all Black Serpent Knights to protect the people of Khaenri'ah at all costs. Because we, of course, were royal guards. But this would mean nothing in the events that followed. Royals, gentry, against the might of the gods. The only identity that mattered was being from Khaenri'ah. These Black Serpent Knights have lost their intellect. But perhaps, in whatever... If you see these ruins as Khaenri'ah in the throes of disaster, and these hilly churls as the people crying for help, then suddenly, I can make sense of what I'm hearing. Their growls are...
Then, what if...
Though it is barely discernible, I can just about make it out. They keep repeating a word from the old language of Khaenri'ah. Run. Even I have to admit, the fact their will is strong enough to survive 500 years of erosion.
Oh, so... Paimon...
It doesn't matter. Even I took them for an... Let's keep heading toward the light at the top. I believe the Black Serpent Knights will no longer try to...
Sure enough, we aren't seeing any more Black Serpent Knights. Guess that Halfdan guy really did recognize Captain Dane, huh?
All yours, should you have any use for them.
Dane, why so quiet?
I'm just thinking, nothing more. If you're trying to console me, I can assure you there is no need.
Fine. Hey, look! There's no door sealing this room off. Come on, let's... Look! Up there! A water pool! Even the water pool is upside down. Dane, do you have any...
The pool must be part of the entire city structure. A relic of this ancient civilization. And more importantly, it is the very thing that is weakening the curse. Here, my whole body feels more at peace than it has in a long time. The effect is...
Cleansing? So that means the water...
No.
How are you so...
I have lived with this curse for 500 years, and I have been fully conscious the entire time. Suffice to say, it is a way of branding us at the level of the fate of the world itself. When a god applies a curse, it takes effect at a higher level of reality than the person themselves. Even now, I can feel the curse slowly permeating my entire being. Perhaps it may be possible to suppress the corrosive effect of the curse for a time, but cleansing it entirely. Consider it tantamount to burning away an integral part of your body.
Huh? Cleansing the curse cost you your life? Whoa. An irreversible curse!
In any case, I can feel that the water's cleansing effect is not nearly potent enough. At most, it might...
So, what's that contraption there? It looks kind of out of place.
Frankly, I have never seen a device of this design before either. It is not unreasonable to suspect that it could belong... Halfdan.
He ran off!
He's indicating that we should follow him. Are you coming?
True. Halfdan jumped down over there! Let's follow him! Looks like Halfdan disappeared at the far end.
Perhaps whatever lies ahead is what he wants us to see.
There are more signs of hilichurl activity here. Is that way into the hilichurl camp? Let's go see. It's a humble hilichurl camp. Oh, these hilichurls look like they're in pretty bad shape too. Is this what Halfdan wanted?
Whether it is or not, everything here is worth investigating in detail.
Seems like these hilichurls have no... The hilichurls we meet in the wild are always so rowdy. Paimon never would have imagined... We may not have a whole lot of happy memories dealing with hilichurls. Hilichurls usually store, but these seem pretty much empty. Is it even if they don't need to eat anymore... There's even a bonfire here. Wait, but wasn't Dane saying that hilichurls get scared of the light when they reach the very end? Maybe in the very... How did that flower get this? Did someone bring it in memory of the deceased hilichurls? Hey, now that you mention it...
It is the national flower of Kanria, the Intivat. It once bloomed all over the... It would only last 2 weeks before wilting. But if you were to pluck one and take it out of Kanria, the petals would stop growing and turn... Only when it finally returned to its home soil would the petals grow soft once more, and finally turn... So the Intivat is a symbol for a wanderer far from home, signifying the tenderness of the homeland.
So for this flower to get here...
as your blessing?
In focusing single-mindedly on confronting the heavenly principles, we neglected our original mission, the revival of the homeland. I should not have been so indecisive.
The device is almost ready. We await your command.
What are the chances of succeeding?
Theoretically speaking, approximately.
Forget it. Even a 1% chance is enough. For too long have we dwelt in the abyss. Surely they would rather return to the natural cycle of life and death as soon as possible than continue to exist as they are, without a shred of dignity. They cannot be made to continue paying the price for those so-called sins.
The Order is most fortunate to be graced with your decision.
Ether!
You saw something, didn't you? Can you tell me what it was?
Yeah, you zoned out.
Huh. Well, people do say that it sounds as if they are attempting to make use of certain equipment to cleanse the curse. It could well be the device, and you say he mentioned the revival of the homeland? No surprise there. It appears as if the Abyss Order plans to use this location to cleanse the Hilly-Churls of their curse and restore them to the way they once were. Then, after all, there can be no nation without a people. It is the height of foolishness. I told you already that no one knows this curse better than I, having lived with it for 500 years. Trying to remove it by force will achieve nothing but to... So make sure you are clear in your mind. If you cling to false hope and allow yourself to become too emotionally invested, the only way is down. Save your strength for something worth saving. Oh? But of course, I am merely someone. It is only natural for you to side with him. But whatever decision you make cannot deter me from mine. My chosen path is to stop the Abyss. I see. It seems that the 3 questions I put to you on our first meeting were worthwhile. Very well. Since you have volunteered your true thoughts on this matter, I shall. Right now, I have a more immediate. That is to say, the Abyss's actions here directly dishonor the final wishes of Halfdan and my other compatriots. The Abyss may appear at any moment. Be on your guard.
We can see the Upside Down City from here, too.
Wait, watch out!
What's going on? Is that light coming from the room?
The mutation is continuing. Has the Abyss made its...
Smith, I see your incessant meddling continues, and that you have... Regrettably, I was not in time to control your exit from the network, and it sent you here of all people.
I am surprised that you dare to face me. You ran like a...
Our Highness is this time. The curse that torments our...
You are the only ones who torment. There is nothing else left of those hilly...
Say what you will.
Then you will give your life just to delay the inevitable. You really think you can use that device beneath the pool to cleanse this curse?
Do not make believe that the abyss. That device cannot provide the cleansing effects of the water not tenfold, but 100-fold.
Then I overestimated you. This plan is even cruder than I thought.
Ha! Dead with me! Looking for a fight?
Grant me new life. The world will fall.
Propagate!
The end is now.
Kamisato Ami. Suiyu.
That bond is strong.
There's no time to celebrate. The Abyss orders devices.
All right, let's...
Look, the amplification device. Am I too late? They're in agony. This is no way for them to meet their end. Find a way to stop that thing. Halfdan, don't do it! I thought he would have been turned to ashes in an instant. Halfdan's soul is extraordinarily resilient.
Meddling fool! Encumber!
Don't you have a greater encumbrance to worry about? Come on. Take him out and deact... Be still.
Hear the truth!
The depths back.
The gift of grace!
Propagate! Matsuba, get them!
Be still.
The truth shall set you free! Hear ye the word of joy! Grace be upon you!
Propagate!
Truth shall set you free! Hear ye the word of joy! Grace be upon you! The truth!
What do we do now? The Abyss Lecter's gone, but the device and... Halfdan...
No! If you value his sacrifice, then do not waste any more See all these rays of light and portals? They must have installed several of these...
So, we have to... Propagate!
Sato Army. Suiyu!
Quick! Destroy the devices and put an end to the hilly...
Cascade! Line the deluge.
You're toast! Nice and spicy!
Cascade!
Propagate! Our bond is strong!
That's far enough.
Stand with me! Scatter! Boba, get them! Okay, it's gone dark all around now. Shall we head back to the room in the center? Our bond is strong! So,
The burning sensation.
we managed to stop the Abyss Order's plan?
Let me check.
Dane must be really up. Of all the ways to be reunited.
Let's go.
Huh?
Huh? Light.
Apologies, Captain Dainsleif, Twilight Sword. Back then, I failed you, and failed to protect our people.
No. For 500 years, you have faithfully done your duty. To this day, I am proud of you all.
Conria didn't fall, did it? Since you're still here.
Correct. So, no need to revive the homeland.
More than one kind of strange power exists here. Souls are no strange sight under the... Still, if you intend to venture deeper in and continue your invest...
You bet. We'll be super...
That device took a severe toll on me.
Oh, right. Well, you've earned a good rest, Dane.
Vacation? The very notion. There are more important things that demand... And I suspect that these amplification devices are... Thank you for understanding. I only hope that next time we meet, you know whose side you're on.
Sheesh. He sure... Well, shame that we didn't get to see your brother again. As long as you keep pressing on with your journey, you guys will... Oh, Paimon almost forgot. The real reason we came here was to... We've probably seen enough to report back to the miner now. But, well, fit. To Sumeru, our next objective should be to head to Sumeru City. And speaking of Lesser Lord Kusanali, even though we haven't heard too much about her, she doesn't seem to be the same deity who abducted your But even so, people call Sumeru the Nation of Wisdom, you know. If we can get a chance to meet the God of Wisdom, but Paimon doesn't know the way to Sumeru City. Maybe we can climb up to that spot with the statue of the Seven on it. That'll give it, even if we can't see exactly where the city is, at least Wait a second. Look! Perfect timing! Now we can just ask for directions rather than wander. Hey there! We're not from her, huh? Did they not hear Paimon? Hey! You over there! could have missed that. Wait! Well, even so, she might be heading someplace where we could find... When we get the chance, we'll just ask someone else for... Come on, let's follow her. Just keep quiet. Make sure she doesn't notice us. Huh? She just walked near that small waterfall and then suddenly... Paimon thought this cave would lead to a village or something. But look, she's sitting over there. What should we do now? Do we try asking? All right, then. It's not like we have anyone else we... Oh, it's coming from that sensor over there. This is... Huh? What's the matter? You don't look too good. What? Is the smell making you feel sick? What's happening? Traveler?
Yes, you can relax. Believe me, Master is extremely knowledgeable. If he says that she's going to be alright, then there's absolutely nothing to worry about. Oh, are you awake now?
Oh, thank goodness! Traveler, you're finally awake! Well, we're at... Good question.
This is Gandharvaville. It was originally built by scholars from Sumeru as a place to rest in the rainforest. Now it's mainly My name is Kale. I'm a trainee forest ranger. My master and I found you passed out during our patrol, so we... Oh, no things are necessary. I didn't do anything, really. By the way, how are you feeling now? Oh, that's Master's herbal medicine. Before I forget, Master mentioned you should take more medicine once you wake up. Whoops!
Kale, what's the matter? Were you trying to retrieve the medicine? As I've already told you, you must be careful with these. Now, the guide to Avidia Forest's edible fungi is clearly posted on our bulletin board, but if Farbo...
Right? This is the second time he's...
Yes, please do. If, on the off chance, Farbode simply enjoys having... So, how are you doing? Feeling better?
Oh, this is my master, Forest Watcher Tainari. He's...
I already informed Paimon about the reason you fell unconscious earlier. It is common practice for Sumeru scholars of certain darshans to dedicate themselves to training in meditation in isolated areas. particularly the nearby forests. While meditating, in hopes of asking directions, you two followed a scholar named Hypatia into her cave. The incense you smelled inside, that incense typically has no effect on most people, but for a very select few, it can have profound effects on one's cognition as you experience. Very good. Now, answer me this. Did you feel anything after passing out? Say, any out-of-body experiences, or did you see anything while unconscious? Kale, let the others know to stop bringing their patrol logs here for now.
Huh? Why?
Because these two will be staying here for the next few days. They can have my room, and I'll bunk with Amir.
Yes, Master Tainari. Wait, hold on a second.
Sure, let me fill you in. I originally planned to send you on your way once you finished your medicine. However, it appears now that you should stay a while longer in Gandharvaville for further observation while you recuperate.
Further observation?
No need to be hasty. As long as you have the capacity to judge between right and wrong, I promise that you'll understand. Based on what you saw after smelling the incense and losing consciousness, we can conclude that you experienced, if you're skeptical, have a whiff of this.
Oh, are you okay?
You're experiencing a similar sensation, so even though your condition is stable as of now, if I were to haphazardly let you leave, the rainforest is home to many fierce animals and hazardous areas. If something were to happen to you again, for now, I suggest you continue taking your... Good. Now, continue resting while I fire up another bowl of medicine for you.
Seriously? We just arrived and Paimon knows we're set on meeting lesser... Hey! Are you even listening to Paimon? What's weird? You mean how you're feeling now? You mean the vision of tree roots and red skies you saw? But if those weren't hallucinations, what could they be? Well, considering how unique you are, Paimon trusts your judgment here. But why didn't you say anything about it to Tainari? If he misjudged your condition, then there's a chance you could get worse, right? Huh? You mean that Tainari already knows that what you saw weren't hallucinations? But, oh, Paimon gets it now. That explains why, well, that settles it then. But it seems like asking Tainari might not be an option anymore. What do you think we should... Good idea! Kale's pretty Rise and shine! Come on, it's time to go find Kale!
Thank you for
All right, next let's see your right hand. But please remember...
Yep.
Look, Kale...
But I have a vision too!
Don't talk like that, Kale. Ah, there you are. Feeling any better?
Yeah! So
Seems you're not the type to sit back and take it easy for a while, huh? And if you're feeling up to...
Tenari, we're ready to head out.
Got it! I'll be right there! All right, we'll be...
Yes, So, Kale, Kainari mentioned cleaning the statue just now?
Well, a forest ranger's responsibilities can be... They handle a variety of tasks, like checking the condition of outlying roads. As for Master, well, yeah, today we can perform...
Paimon, Traveler, this way!
You can leave the task of checking the...
Seriously? But, Mr. But what about my film?
Well, I'm afraid...
Oh.
Hey, isn't that Xavier?
Oh, why, if it isn't the dear Well, I was doing just fine.
Can't you just find a different investor?
Unfortunate.
The Fontanelle?
Oh, is this your first? The Fontanalia Festival. The holiday is deeply connected.
But what's with that weird expression on your face? It's like you're trying really hard to remember something.
I was just trying to recall the exact...
Well, either way, Paimon thinks she gets it now.
Yes, those are to commemorate the Lock Nights. But a few years ago, Lady...
That really doesn't surprise...
The whole thing's...
Oh, that sounds pretty fun.
Yes, it appears I've strayed off. The Fontanalia Film Festival is an event proposed by the Fontaine Film Association this year. Now that film tech... During this time, people may submit films to be...
The what award?
The Farina Award. Perhaps everyone's... Oh, but...
Chiori? Sound?
Yes, that's her. I asked...
Oh, Paimon remembers now.
How to describe her? Her remarkable design. Anyway, Chiori is acquainted...
Who are the actors from Inazuki?
Why don't the two of you accompany me? Judging from the time, the...
Just let me know if you ever find yourself in a pinch. I can help you out.